Review for Chapter 4.2. Question number 6. Multiply x plus 5 times x minus 5. To multiply these two binomial, we are going to use the FOIL method. So you're going to multiply x times x, that is going to be x squared, and negative 5 times x is negative 5x, plus 5x, and 5 times negative 5 would be negative 25. And you're going to have a final answer as x squared minus 25, because you're going to cancel the negative 5x plus 5x. For number 7, you're going to also use the FOIL method, and 5 times, and you're going to multiply 5y times 5y, that is going to be 25y squared. 5y times 6 is 30y. Negative 6 times 5y is negative 30y, and negative 6 times positive 6 is negative 36. The two negative and positive term, that is 30y and negative 30y cancel, so your answer is going to be 25y squared minus 36. So now number 8 is a similar question as number 6 and 7. You can now multiply these two by using the difference of square method. So which means that if you have a minus b times a plus b, then the answer is a square minus b square. So which means that if we consider this is a and this is b, so that's going to be a plus b, a minus b. So our answer should be a squared minus b squared. So our answer should be 3n squared minus 7 squared. So that's going to be 9n squared minus 49. So this time I use a difference of square formula. A minus b, a plus b times a minus b equals a squared minus b squared. For question number 9, I'm going to also use the special product, that is going to be a plus b times a minus b, and that's going to give me a squared minus b squared. So similarly, we are going to write 2x squared minus 11 squared, and that's going to be 4x squared minus 121. So that's going to be your final answer. Remember, you can do these question two ways. One, you can use the FOIL method, and you can also use the difference of square formula, which is this formula. For question number 10, it's saying that you're going to multiply x minus 8 squared. Use the pattern or expand first. Expand first or use the pattern. If you want to expand, you can write this binomial square as x minus 8 times x minus 8. Just remember that this formula is going to be different, because once we use the difference of square, you have a 1 plus sign and 1 minus sign. In this case, both of them are negative. So sometimes students do mistakes on using the same formula as this one. But just remember, in this formula, one of the binomial is positive, and in this one, both of them are negative. So in this one, we can still use the same formula, that's the FOIL method, like that, or the special product formula. We can do that in both ways. So I'm going to use the two spaces to use both of the formulas. First formula that I'm using is the FOIL method. So x times x is x squared, x times negative 8 is negative 8x, and then you're going to multiply negative 8 times x is negative 8x, and negative 8 times negative 8 is 64. Combine the like terms, you're going to get x squared minus 16x plus 64. So that's your final answer using FOIL method. The next method we are going to use is a special product. And if you remember, it's a minus b square equal a square minus 2ab plus b square. Now we are going to use a as x because in our case a is x and b is 8. So we're going to use b as 8 and just plug it in the formula here. So for this one we're going to use a square, which is x square. So that's going to be x square minus 2 times a, that's x, b means 8, plus b square, which is 8 square. So that's going to be x square minus 16x plus 64. So either way, you're going to get the same answer. For number 11, I'm going to use a special formula, that is a plus b square equals a square plus 2ab plus b square, where I'm going to use a as x and b as 5 and plug it into this formula. So that's going to be x square, which is a square x square, 2 times x times 5, and plus b square, which means 5 square. So that's going to be x square plus 10x plus 25. Example number 4, we are going to multiply 5x plus 2 square. So we can use either the formula that is a plus b square, that is a square plus 2ab plus b square, or FOIL method to multiply, or even box method. So where a is 5x and b is 2. So we're going to just plug it 5x as a and 2 as b. So now you're going to plug it in here, a as 5x, and for b you're going to plug it in 2. So the first term is a square, so 5x square, 2 times a, that is 2 times 5x, times b, that is 2, and b square is 2 square. So 5x square is 25, so I made a mistake here, so that's going to be 25x square plus 20x plus 4 is your answer. For number 12, you have a binomial 4x minus 3 square. And I'm going to use the special product formula a minus b square, that is a square minus 2ab plus b square, where a is 4x and b is 3. Remember, you just have negative already there, so you're going to take b as without the sign. So you do not take b as negative 3 because the negative is already there. So you just use a as 4x in here. So that's going to be 4x square. 2 times 4x times 3, that is negative 2 times 4x times 3, plus b square means 3 square. So 4x square is 16x square minus 24x plus 9 is your answer. Now let's do question number 13 and 14. So we are going to use either the binomial expansion formula for that, or we are going to use Pascal triangle. So the binomial expansion for the formula a plus b cubed equal to a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. Now, once we figure out what is a and b, then all we have to do is plug it in here. So in this case, a is x and b is 1. So you're going to plug a as x in the formula. So that's going to be x cubed 3 times x squared times b, which is 1, plus 3 times x times 1 square plus 1 cube. So your answer is x cubed plus 3x squared plus 3x plus 1. For number 14, you have 2x minus 3 cubed. So the formula that I'm going to use is a minus b cubed equal a cubed minus 3a square b plus 3ab square minus b cubed. Now in this case, if you compare with this formula, a is 2x and b is 3. Remember the negative sign is already there. So for b, when you list b as a number, you don't have to put the sign because it's already negative. Now for a cube means you're going to get 2x cubed minus 3 times 2x squared times 3 plus 3a, which is 2x, b squared, that's going to be 3x squared, minus b cubed, minus 3 cubed. I made a mistake here, so I'm gonna remove this and put the negative for this sign. So that's negative 27, negative 27. So that's going to be 8x cubed minus 3 times 4x squared times 3 plus 3 times 2x times 9 minus 3 cubed, which is 27. And then your final answer is going, when you're multiplying these numbers together, that's going to be 8x cubed, that's going to be 36x squared, that's going to be 54x minus 27.